affects the poverty that people are facing. And my task becomes quite challenging given the current situation. We currently have some important programs under the ministry. One of the most successful social protection program is Benazir Income Support Program, which was initiated in 2008. And if I take you to that year, I would like to refresh your minds or memories that there was a global economic crisis in 2008, due to which Pakistan, being one of the countries in the world, was also facing similar problems like other countries. But since we had a vulnerable population to feed and to support, so the then government initiated the program by the name of Benazir Income Support Program, because it was the brainchild of former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto Shaheed Sahiba to have a program for the poorest of the poor households of Pakistan. So this program was initiated back in 2008. It was enacted upon, and a law came from the Parliament of Pakistan in 2010 to further strengthen the program. And today we are covering almost 8 million families through this program. And the main criteria, or the criterion of the program, is to register the women members of the households. So that is one of the basic criterion, other than being poorest of the poor household of Pakistan. Now this is for the unconditional cash transfers that we provide to augment the income of these households. Other than this, we also have the unconditional cash transfer programs that are connected with the education and health. Now here the idea was to improve the health of these women and the children, as well as provide education and ensure that the children who are not going to school go back to school and are provided with some incentive. So we've incentivized these two very important sectors of the country, which are health and education. I'll be happy to share more details about the program at a later time with the diplomatic corps, inshallah. But to just give you an idea that what the Social Protection Ministry of Pakistan is doing currently, and how our role becomes more challenging if the economy is not stable, if the economy is facing problems, and the most of, I'd say the burden falls upon us to ensure that these people who fall below the poverty line are secured with the kind of programs that we are offering. And since the finance minister is here in his presence, I'd also like to appreciate the action or the decision of the Parliament, of the cabinet, in light of the increase in fuel prices recently. A couple of times it was incumbent upon the cabinet, and it was a very important decision that the cabinet had to take. But at the same time, cabinet ने ये भी इंश्योर किया कि वो लोग जो इस फ्यूल प्राइस के इंक्रीज की वजह से अफेक्ट होंगे, उनकी किसी ना किसी तरीके से मदद की जाए. Although it was a very difficult decision to be taken at a time when the government was already facing huge economic problems, given the state of economy that we had inherited at the time we came as the new government. And like I think some speaker here before me rightly pointed out, that highest number of trade deficit, $48.2 billion, was inherited by the current government. So not going into the details of the failures by the blunders of the last government, we have to take the correct measures to ensure that the economy is stabilized. And we are not going to do it for the world, we'll first do it for ourselves. We'll first do it for the vulnerable population of Pakistan. We'll first do it to ensure that the poor people of Pakistan graduate out of poverty, ultimately stabilizing the country's economic and social state. So this is very important upon any country to look into our own priorities. And one thing that I would like to also share with our business community and the Islamabad Chamber of Commerce, that I do not see in the paper, but I'm sure that everyone believes in this as much as I do, is